Good evening. My name is Cesar Ayala, and my proposal is how to improve student success in high school who are at risk of becoming high school dropouts. A little background about Arizona education is Arizona graduation rate is ranked 43rd in the US. This is according to a national report compiled by the editorial projects. In 2012 to 2013, according to the Arizona Department of Education, the graduation rate was 75.14% in four-year graduates and at 79.29% for five-year graduates. In 2013 to 2014, Arizona had the graduation rate of 75.76% in four-year graduates and at 80.17% for five-year graduates. Since then, Arizona has stated that they want a 90% graduation rate by year 2012. We can notice that coming from the 2013 to 2014 four-year graduates, there was an increase of a 0.62%. From the 5 years, there was an 0.88%. We can see in this image that the US mean is at 81.4% and we're falling behind by 6.3% at a 75.1%. Oregon being the last and Texas being first. Now we're going to focus on a specific problem of a high school, which is a charter school, which is located here in Arizona. The year is divided into 4 blocks. Block 1 and 2 are from August and December, and block 3 and 4 are from January to May. The first block passing rate for this year was at a 68.9%, and the attendance was at an 80.5%. Now, because we are a charter school, there's an organization that we are under. This organization states what is the passing rate they want and what is the attendance rate they want, not the state. So this organization indicated that they want a 75% passing rate and an attendance percent of at least 90%. We are falling behind by a 6.1% for the passing rate and a 9.5% for attendance. Now our objective is going to be to improve attendance of students and improve passing rate of students. Now I believe these two are connected. Students that have good attendance will improve passing, but if their passing rate starts dropping, then they're more likely to stop attending school. At the same thing, if they have a poor attendance, their passing rate will be affected. My methodology steps consist of 7. First step is obtain information. Our information is going to be obtained through the school and meeting with each student. I'm going to meet with both students that are failing and both students that are passing. After that, I'm going to cross-examine all the information. Both students that are passing and that are failing. If their parents graduated from high school, from college, if they're married, they never got married, they're divorced, they live in foster home, they're homeless, their parents are separated, and so on. After I gather all the information and I've compared it, I will make an hypothesis of the pattern of why they are not attending school and they're not passing. After this, I'm going to implement a plan. This plan is to improve the attendance and the passing rate. What I want to see is reaching the 75% of passing rate and the 90% of attendance is my main goal. Or to see at least, to see a success is a significant increase in both of them. Enough to say that my plan in action, it is successful. After this, I'm going to take a fixed group, which is the group that I'm going to implement this action for, and I'm going to monitor. After I monitor them, I gather information, I'm going to compare all this information and see if there's a significant improvement to qualify this hypothesis a theory. And if it's not a theory and it's failure, then I will return to step 2, compare the information again, find a new pattern, and start again. Step 2 through 7 will be continued until there is a success, and in that case meaning there is a theory of why students have low attendance and low passing rate. Now my schedule for this first round from step 1 to step 7 is the information will be continued to be gathered and organized from November 20th to December 14th. Data will be compared from December 1st to December 18th. A hypothesis will be determined from December 18th to December 22. A plan will be decided from December 22 to December 23. Now, the block begins in January 4. That is when the plan is going to be implemented for the first week we're going to find the fixed group amount of students that we already selected, we're going to implement the plan, and we're going to monitor them for the rest of block 3. Now the data will be gathered from block 11 to March 4th until the end of block 3. After block 3 ends, we will compare all the data for 1 week and determine if it was a success or not. Now this will be determined on March 11th after we have a whole week to determine and compare all the data if it was a success or a failure. If we have a theory or we just only have an hypothesis which cannot be proven. Now the project cost, it has no monetary value, but it has a big investment in time value. Now the project biggest part will be investment in gathering data, entering the data, and comparing all this data to be able to see if it was a successful hypothesis, which then becomes theory, or not. In here we have the links of where I found the graduation rates and other information. This is my proposal for Arizona High School to improve the attendance and the passing rate.